Okay, now that we're out of closed session, we'll need a motion to certify the.
Move we end closed session.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, out of closed session. Right, now we'll need a motion to certify the closed session.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to certify the closed session. We'll need a roll call vote.
Chair Farrell,
Aye.
Director Miller.
Aye.
Director Johnson.
Aye.
Director Broughton.
Aye.
And Director Simpkins.
Aye.
Okay. I think next order of business, we need a motion to approve First Amendment to Option and Purchase Agreement. DeLorean.
So moved.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
All right, so we have a motion and a second to approve option and purchase agreement for the DeLorean. All right. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Okay,
Thank you very much.
all right. Move on to our next item of business. General business.
All right, the next item is broadband. I'll let Carly take that.
So AEP started construction in the Valley 2021 area on the first segment that they're gonna hand over to Gigabeam. And they finished construction on that December 7th. They're waiting for Gigabeam to identify a drop-in site or where they're gonna tie into AEP's fiber.
I have a brand new update.
Oh, you have a
I
brand
have
new
a brand
update.
new update.
All right.
They did
Okay.
identify a spot and I think they came to inspections and building and the inspections and got some permits yesterday. So they did identify a spot in Eastmont.
So then now AEP just needs to test it, which should take about a week. And then assuming everything's good, they can hand that over to Gigabeam to do what they need to do construction wise, then to start hooking people up. So and Gigabeam's contractor Gudenkopf has identified a location to store their equipment while they're working in the area, so.
There are daily updates, that's why I didn't have a chance to tell Carly that yet.
So a lot of folks will be able to hook up like right after the first of the year.
We don't exactly know the time frame for that. They're gonna connect one customer initially. They have these things called OLT cabinets. I don't know what that stands for, but
Optical line terminal.
there you go. So they're gonna, somebody has an optical line terminal in their yard. So that person is gonna be the first one to connect, but we're not gonna make a huge production about that because of Gigabeam's experience in Grayson County. They made a big production about their first connection and then it was a long time before their next connections and that didn't go well. So this one, they're gonna connect this one individual and that person's gonna be like a test person, a test customer, and then they'll start connecting more as that goes on, I think.
So that'll basically be a live test of their network.
Yeah.
And they'll grow from there. Okay.
We're hopeful soon after that.
Right, right, very soon.
So sometime early in 2024, should start hooking customers up.
That's the plan.
That's right.
We have 1,292 in the customers or passings in the first grant. So, and it's a limited area. So hopefully we'll be moving forward and getting everybody connected first quarter.
Yeah, that's a great milestone to start actually, because it's been some time coming.
Yes, sir. Been working on this since 19.
Okay.
All right. Moving through the agenda, Falling Branch Corporate Park expansion. Again, I like to always go back and make sure everybody's at the same spot. H&P estimated that the construction for water, sewer, road, and grading the pad is $4.8 million. We are going to bid the project in January of 2024, so hopefully we will get the best numbers we can off of the bid. as contractors are lining up their work for the year. And of course, this will also include the 2,200 linear feet access road. And I mentioned this last month, but we are cul-de-sacking the road right about the entrance to the main pad that's going to be graded. And then when Christiansburg builds down to South Franklin, they'll get the rest of it. So on Atmos Energy, we have requested that they build 30 million cubic feet an hour for Falling Branch, and their estimate's been 2 million. So Atmos Energy is currently running an 8-inch steel line under the Crab Creek Bridge and railroad tracks right next to the Aquatic Center. And that act alone is gonna add 5 million cubic feet an hour to the whole distribution system. I wouldn't say it's only for Falling Branch, but to the whole distribution south of that. What has been mentioned to me is they'd like to run the 8-inch steel from the high school to Walker Street, which is basically 4,000 feet of new line. So I am not sure if they're gonna come back for a request for us to help them with that line. It's my understanding that only under the bridge was the project, so they kind of hinted at that, but not said it. But it would still benefit us to have an 8-inch steel line coming all the way down to Walker Street, which is not quite to the Pizza Hut in the town of Christiansburg, but close. So we'll see how that moves forward.
And they have, that's along an existing line right of way, so it's just basically replacing pipe.
Yes. Digging up, replacing pipe. And they've already, at Walker Street, they've already improved the natural gas. Is not really a substation, but the terminal. They've already upgraded that terminal. All right. So the last two are kind of together. Of course, VDOT approved our $850,000 grant with the local match. We need to put $3.4 million of eligible cash outlay. So we've submitted them with the letter of credit to VDOT. VDOT started the environmental. So in order to bid the project, H&P needs to pull all the bidding documents together and assist our office. So if you look behind tab number 5, you'll see the H&P proposal for project advertisement, pre-bid, request for information, and then pre-construction conference and meetings and site visits. So their cost for this is $52,867. So I guess I would ask that we approve this proposal and ask for the funds from the EDA reserve, if that's okay with the county administrator.
It's okay with me.
So we're asking to approve a contract worth $52,867 for bid management, basically.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And we'll put in there not to exceed that amount without first discussing with us.
This is for project of total value. It's basically for the road expansion, so it's a $2 million project, so.
Well, it's basically to start everything, to start Falling Branch Phase 2. to start Falling Branch Phase 2, Site 2, which is the only thing that we will have to certify at the end is we'll have to have some certification on the stormwater pond. Make sure it holds water and floats and so forth.
Basically.
And they have the record drawing cost also in here.
So about 2.6% of the total value of the project managing the bid process. That seems pretty reasonable to me.
Yes, sir. You start adding an architect, it generally gets up about 7 to 8.
And this is the only proposal we have.
H&P is under our master contract, and H&P has done all the work for Phase 1 and up to now on Phase 2.
So presumably with their familiarity with it, familiarity with us and working with us and the project, this would be by far the cheapest. And it's, again, seems like a fairly reasonable percentage. Questions, comments?
Does it also include construction monitoring and management?
It includes 8 or 9 visits, let me find it. 2.5, page 2, conduct site visits. They will, H&P during the construction phase will visit the site during the 9 months, so at least 9 visits, so once a month. And then they'll come up with punch list items and do the final inspection. Basically, it has to be complete for them to step away.
Any other questions, comments, concerns? Not, then we'll need a motion to approve this, to move
Yes, sir.
forward.
Move to approve. Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve this proposal for Hurt Profit to do the bid and construction management. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? You got it, Brian?
All right, that we are done. Unless anybody has any questions.
No other business then, we will declare this meeting adjourned. Thank you all. See you in the new year.